Hi everyone, welcome to Aasiyah TV. I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm even more super excited because this is my first episode. Yes, you got it. It's my first episode ever on Aasiyah TV here on YouTube, and I am so excited that you're here. If you really like my videos and you like what I talk about and the topics I'm talking about, click the red subscribe button down below that you see down there and subscribe. And that way, whenever I do a video and I upload a video, you'll get notified right away and be one of the first people to actually be able to get access to my new episodes that will be coming up. So I'm excited to have you here today, and I'm excited to talk about this topic. It's a topic that is very near and dear to me that I've been talking a lot about with a few people in the last few days, and it's the topic of expectations. I just want to first off say this. I don't understand why people write articles on the internet telling everybody to have low expectations or no expectations at all. And I really don't understand why people think that you should not have expectations at all for anything. I actually was doing some research on expectations a few days ago, and I was looking this stuff up and I went, why do people write these things? It actually upset me to see that, because I think what people are missing is that they're having these really super high, unrealistic expectations that they put themselves, they put other people, they put things on a pedestal. And if it doesn't happen the way that they want it to happen, then what ends up happening is that they lose sight of what they're supposed to be doing. And that's it. You know, you want to have expectations, because having expectation means anticipation. It means having hope and faith and belief. It means having dreams that are going to come true. That's what the word expectation means. If you look it up in the dictionary, expectations, it has a really good definition of that: anticipation, hope, belief. So my question then is, why would someone not expect to have at least the best happen for them? Let's talk a little bit about that really quickly. So when I look on the internet and I see the word expectations, I think to myself, wow, expectations are an amazing thing. You need to have expectations, because if you don't have an expectation and you're not expecting the best, then you shouldn't be expecting anything at all. And you always want to expect the best to happen. At least that's my point of view. And I always expect the best to happen. I don't expect perfection. I don't expect that a person's going to be or do or act a certain way because I want them to be that way. That's not the type of expectation I'm talking about. I expect the best from myself. I expect the best from others. I expect only good things. And that's just the way I look at it when I think of expectations. And then there's many different types of expectations. We have the expectation of ourselves. We have the expectation of our friends and family. We have the expectation of the relationships that we're in. You know, we have expectations about our professional life and our personal lives and how to live it. So then my question to you is, what is it that you expect? And how are you doing the expectation? Like, how are you believing in what you're wanting? Do you have a high belief that you're going to receive what you want? Do you feel like you're expecting too much sometimes? I'm going to address that. Expecting too much. That is actually something you shouldn't be doing. When it comes to expectations, you shouldn't be expecting too much. So you shouldn't expect that your best friend is going to drop everything and be there for you when you're going through a crisis situation. Of course, you want your best friend to be there for you, but maybe your best friend is also going through something that they haven't shared with you yet, and it would be hard for them to be there for you and just drop everything to do that, right? The same with the expectation of yourself. If you're expecting too much from yourself, then you're basically expecting yourself to be a perfect person. And perfectionism leads to procrastination, which ends up leading you to being unproductive, because you don't become productive at all. And I've been there. I know how it is to be perfectionistic. It's not a fun thing. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put people on a pedestal either. You don't want to expect too much from your friends and your family. You only want to expect the best. I had to learn that lesson. So when I was younger, I started making friends, and I started expecting that if I did a lot of things for my friends and helped them out, that because I would help them and be there for them, that they would be there for me when I wanted them. So I actually thought that my friends the friends I was making, that they were thinking the same way as me, that if I did something for them, they'd be there for me. If they did something for me, I would be there for them. That wasn't the truth. It didn't happen that way. Many, many times I was very disappointed. And I actually put a block on my heart for a while, thinking that I couldn't trust anybody. And I couldn't be around people too much, because if I trusted on them, if I relied on them, that meant that I was expecting from them. And if they didn't fall through, I was going to get disappointed. Well, I'm here to tell you, you have to stop feeling disappointed. Because when you're feeling this disappointment, because you expected too much from somebody, it's because you were expecting something that was unrealistic, because it was based off of your terms, and because you stopped to trust. You stopped trusting in yourself and in other people based off of an action. It's okay if someone doesn't do the same thing for you that you do for them. You can't expect that to happen. You can only expect the best. It's the same with when we're making prayer and we're asking for something that we want. We expect that we're going to receive either what we're asking for or something even better, right? We have this expectation, but we expect that we're going to receive what we want. And how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, we don't have to worry about that. We just expect. That's it. But we expect the best. So nothing can disappoint us when we're expecting the best, because we might get something beyond our expectations. You've heard of that term, beyond your expectations. You might have this belief that you're going to get something, but you end up getting something even more. It's like ordering from Amazon, and you ordered a book and they accidentally sent you 2 books. It can happen, and it has happened before. They have accidentally sent you 2 books, and you're going, wait, but I only ordered 1 book, and they didn't charge me for the second one. They just put it in there. Beyond your expectations, you received another book, probably from the same author, and a book that you wanted, but you couldn't afford, so you ended up buying the other one, and now you got both books. It happens. Beyond your expectations. So you want to expect the best and know that what you're asking for is going to happen for you. The same with your friendships. Expect the best from your friends. Don't expect that, your friends are going to be there for you at the very drop of your hat, but just know that your friends are going to be there in their own way and in their own time. And sometimes they're there for you beyond your expectations. The same with yourself. Don't expect so much from yourself that you put yourself on this really high pedestal, and then if something happens that disappoints you, that you feel like you're a failure. Don't feel that way. Don't be that way. And don't expect that from yourself. Expect that you are only being a better version of yourself each and every day. That you keep working on yourself and just continue being a better person. That's all you need to think about. That's all you need to worry about. It's just being the best version of yourself. Not the perfect version, the best version. Now, best is not equal to perfect. Perfect is perfection. And there's no such thing as perfection. There's only such thing as just being the best person you can be for yourself and for others. And instead of doing things for others out of expectation, do it from your heart. It will change the way that you look at things. It changed it for me, because when I was expecting my friends to be there for me, or the people, whenever I did something for them, I would expect them to do the same back for me, and they didn't, and I would get disappointed. Honestly speaking, yeah, I was disappointed. I was blocked, but I had to learn. You know what, Aasiyah? You are expecting so much from these people. What is it that you're expecting? You have to be realistic with your expectations. And so when I say realistic, I just mean to know that they're doing the best that they can be to be there for me, and I'm doing the best that I can be to help them and to be there for them. They're not expecting me to be perfect. I'm not expecting them to be perfect. And when we expect too much from people in our lives, and we expect them to be perfect, they have to be the way that we want them to be, they got to think the same way, this and this and this, that becomes more controlling, and it becomes a sense of putting them on this like high pedestal of, if they don't do this, then they're not friends. You actually lose your friends that way. You don't want to do that. You want to put trust in the relationships that you're in. Trust is part of an expectation. You expect yourself to trust others, and in turn, you expect that they can trust you. And that means doing things from your heart and just not without any expectation. Because you know what? Things happen beyond our expectations. I think I just repeated myself quite a few times with that. But yeah, things will happen beyond your expectations. You know, if you do something for somebody from the bottom of your heart, you never know. Maybe that person's gonna feel so good about what you did for them that they're gonna do something for you that you would have not ever thought about. You know, and it's happened before. It's happened in the past with many people that they for example, there was this lady that I knew, and she literally, she was surviving. She wasn't making the money she needed. She was going through her motions, and she was trying to survive. But in all of that, she was always giving of herself, always lending a hand, always helping other people, even though she didn't have much for herself and her family. But she was always doing what she could to help people because she just wanted to. And she told me it made her feel really good. And you know what? The community came through for her when they heard her story. And she didn't realize that all these doors were opening for her to help her to get money so she can be able to stop struggling, maybe help her to get a job, help her to be able to take care of her kids. Her people were coming through to help her because she was being generous. She wasn't even expecting anyone was going to help her. And it wasn't that she had low expectations or no expectations. She was just doing what she was doing for others based off of her heart. So if you're going to do something for somebody, don't expect that they're going to do something back for you. Expect that if you do something for someone, you're going to receive some good karma points. And you never know, something good is going to come along for you, and you'll get the best that you want. And with yourself, don't expect too much from yourself to the point where you become so perfectionistic that you lose out on just being a better person, and instead you try to be perfect. You can't be perfect. You can only be the best that you can be. So just work on improving yourself every day. Work on little things to take care of yourself. And eventually you'll find that beyond your expectations, you actually have way more than you've ever believed possible that has happened for you. Some really good things happen. For example, my YouTube channel. I was going through, before I even made my channel, I remember I was going through some venting process with a few of my friends and telling them, well, I don't know who's going to be able to hear my voice and who's going to understand my messages, or I don't know if everyone's going to listen to my videos or not. Should I even bother doing this? I was expecting that if I made a video that 100,000 people were going to start showing up and watching my video. Yes, eventually I'll probably get 100,000 people. But without expectation, I just want to do what I need to do to put my message out there, to put my voice out there, to talk about topics that are near and dear to me that I know can really create an impact in the world and that can inspire people, right? So that's what I talk about. So I talk about leadership. I talk about personal development. I talk about so many different things, and I want to because I just feel that I know that what I'm learning from life and what life is giving me is an opportunity for me to enhance myself and to continue making myself a better person. And in that way, I get to teach all of you what I'm learning. I get to show you because maybe there's something that I've learned that might come in handy for you, that will help you to be a better person, a better version of yourself, just like I'm working on being a better version of myself. So this is why I started my channel. This is why I decided, you know what, I'm not going to expect. I'm just going to do it. And I'm doing it from my heart, And that's the expectation is I'm just going to be doing the best that I can and continue to put myself out there. And it's the same that you're going to be doing. Do the best that you can to get your business going, for example, or to be a better leader, or to be a better manager in your business, or to continue to develop yourself. You're just going to learn different things each day to help you to get up there. But if you're putting yourself on a high standard and you're saying, well, I have to be in this level, and if I'm not at this level, I'm not doing my job. No, you're going to take your time to reach that level. So don't expect that you're going to reach level 100 before you pass level 2. you know, work on yourself. So you're working on level 1, then you're going to get on level 2, and you just keep on working on yourself. So expecting the best and expecting that only the best that's going to happen to you, that's what you need to be doing. Okay? I really enjoyed doing this episode and talking about expectations. And in fact, because this is such a deep and intertwined topic, I want to do a 3-part video series that really addresses each section. And so at some point within the year, I'm going to do that. I'm also really excited to say that I'm planning on getting people to come in that I can interview. So getting some guest speakers to come in who I can interview and we can talk about different topics together to bring to you. I'm looking forward to making a lot of series. I'm really enjoying the fact that I can put so much out there for all of you, because I just want to give you what I'm learning, because if I'm working on myself, I want to make sure that you're doing the same thing for you, to help you, to inspire you, to empower you, to be the best that you can be. So remember, again, expect the best. Expect that anything and everything that you want is going to happen. And always anticipate positive, not negative. Don't expect bad things to happen to you. Expect good things to happen. And also be realistic with your expectations. It's just like making a goal chart. You want to make sure that you're making your little goals here and there, and you're actually working towards progressing on those goals. So expect progress. Don't expect perfection. Expect progress. Expect the best, and continue working on being a better version of yourself. Don't put other people on a pedestal, because if they don't think like you, it's okay. You are unique. You got to think the way that you think, and you let them think the way that they think. And let them be there for you in their way, in their time, and in their space. Let them be the friends that you want them to be by being the friend that you can be for them. So expecting yourself to be a good friend to them, just as you're expecting them to be a good friend to you. The same with your family, you know, being there for your family, expecting the best from your family. You know, no one's perfect, but expecting the best from them. Expecting the best from your situations and circumstances. Don't be disappointed if something doesn't happen your way. It just means that something better is on its way. So continue to expect good, okay? And stay tuned to the next episode. If you really liked it, again, click on the subscribe button below if you really liked my video. I've got tons of topics and videos that I'm going to be doing and uploading here on my YouTube channel, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it. I will be doing this about 2 to 3 times a week. So be sure to tune in. Be sure to see some videos. Enjoy. Take some notes. Take away some golden nuggets. And I'll see you next time on Aasiyah TV.